To preface this walk, we will be starting facing the pond and we will turn to our right and we'll carry on along the tarmac path. Welcome to this walk. This is more of an advanced walk, a pulse racing walk. So I get, advanced, it's all relative, so we're not talking about bagging Monroes here, but we are talking about getting intensity up. Now we're going to start out at a reasonable pace, so we're walking along this tarmac path, nice smooth surface underfoot. When you come to the first junction, the fork junction, we're going to keep to the left hand side. Got some excited dogs nearby. Out enjoying the park. I love it. So carrying on. You've taken the left path at the fork. And we're going to carry on with a reasonable pace. It's a warm-up section here. We're not going to go crazy, but we do want to warm up the calves. So let's focus on the heel strike, the roll through the foot and the push off the toes. So we don't want to be walking flat-footed today, we want to be walking with purpose. And we want to contract those muscles, loosen up the joints and get ready for some pulse raising work that's going to come. Now I'm going to give you a wee preview of what's to come. If you have a look over slightly to your left, you see that there's quite a slope there. We are going to attempt to go up that. No, we are going to go up that, definitely. That's where we're going to get our pulse raising section today. But for now, let's stay with a warm up, looking at a brisk pace. How's your arm swing? Are your arms swinging easily backwards and forwards? Shoulders pulled back and down, thumbs pointed forwards. That's going to set the shoulders into a nice position. As your core engaged, gently pull your belly button towards your spine and try to hold it there. Excellent. So let's think about that scale of effort that I talk about. Where we want to be in our warm-up. We probably maybe want to be getting up to about a 4. We don't really want to be any higher than that in our warm-up. So a 1 is no effort at all. A 10 is being absolutely wiped out. And we want to be at a 4 in this wee warm-up section. Swinging the shoulders, loosening off the joints at the shoulder. And again, just check in with the feet. The heel strike, the roll through, and the push off the toes, just to engage those glutes and to engage those calves, because we are going to need them in a minute. Well done. Check in with the posture. Imagine that imaginary string in the crown of your head, pulling yourself up towards the sky, creating that space between your ribs and your hips, pulling you up nice and tall. And that in itself is going to engage the muscles either side of the spine. Well done. Keep going. Are you up about 4? If you're starting to sort of verge on the 5, 6, yeah, that's okay. You can keep it there if you want. If you're comfortable with that, then you can. But if you want to keep it down a wee bit round about the 4 and save yourself for that slope ahead, it should be roughly dead ahead now, then you can. You will pass the junctions, don't turn off, heading straight towards that slope. Now just in the distance there, you'll see there's a wee sandy bay into the pond. We're going to cut off directly opposite that sandy bay. There's a wee path, and it's going to the right. And it's not a tarmac path, it's just a wee sandy path, a wee natural path. And that's the path that we're going to take. Well done, keep going. So let's get into the mindset for the wee pulse raiser that we've got planned for you today. Now you can see that there's various tracks up this slope. I think I can count about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 of them anyway. And at varying degrees of steepness. So you can pick what one you want to do. There's a wee bowl-shaped sort of slope just off to your left, and I'd say those are maybe not quite as steep and not quite as long, so you may maybe want to start on them, but certainly have your choice here. I'm going to take this wee sandy path up to the right. And today I'm going to choose one of the big ones. Carrying on, still around about 4. Slope on my left. And I'm going to head over towards the base of the slope now. Now I'm going to stop at the base of the slope and I'm just going to prepare a wee bit more. So you can do the prep work or you can just carry on up the slope. If you want to carry on up the slope, then you can just skip this prep work section. But if you want, you can put one foot in front of the other, toes pointed forwards, and just gently rock backwards and forwards from heel and pushing up onto the toes. So forwards, up onto the toes, back onto the heels. And you maybe want to do about 10 of those on one side. Posture stays nice and tall. Crown of the head pulled up towards the sky, core muscles engaged. Wonderful. When you've done your 10, you're going to switch over. So the back foot will become the front foot. And you're going to do the exact same on the other side. Toes point forward, rocking up onto the toes and then coming back onto the heels. And you're just going to rock through that, rolling through the foot. We're warming up the ankles, warming up all those wee tendons and ligaments in the feet. And of course the calf muscles as well. When you've done your 10 of those, we can take it into the hamstring curl. Now that's where you're standing, feet about hip width apart, maybe slightly wider. And you're going to kick your heel up towards your bum, alternating sides. So one side, then the other. Knees point down towards the ground. And as you bring those heels up, you should be feeling a nice stretch in front of your thigh. Core's engaged. Pulled up nice and tall. And when you've done about 10 of those, then you can stop there. Excellent. Now we're going to stand, take one foot behind the body, stand on one leg. The one leg that you're standing on will be soft, so the knee will be soft, so not locked out. And you're going to raise the back foot off of the ground until you feel the squeeze in your glutes, the squeeze in your bum. And you're just going to give me about 10 pulses. 10 pulses where you feel the squeeze in the backside. Core's engaged, you're off balance here, so we really need to be engaging that core, staying nice and tall. When you've done your 10 on one side, switch over. The working leg now becomes your standing leg, nice soft knee. Pull the other foot back behind your body. Lift it off the ground for that glute engagement. And then 10 nice pulses. Nice quick pulses, just to pump blood into the muscle and stretch off the front of the hip. Excellent, now we're ready to go. Let's make our way briskly up the slope. So when we're walking up a slope like this, we want to be crown of the head pulled towards the sky. We want to avoid leaning into the slope because that just takes away some of the muscle activation from the back of the body. We want to keep all the muscles activated. So you've still got your heel strike, not as obvious a heel strike as it is when you're walking on a flat, but we are still striking with the heel rolling through the foot and pushing off the toe. And you might feel your heart rate come up now. Wonderful. Yep, my heart rate came up. You maybe want to be getting your heart rate up to about a 7, maybe an 8. Now I'm going to make a bit of a U-turn here. I'm going to find another path. And I'm going to start to make my way back down. Now take a wee moment at the top to catch your breath if you need to. You'll hear that I'm breathing a wee bit heavier now. Conversations come a wee bit more laboured. And that's good, that's a sign that I'm working a bit harder. It's a bit more intense, that's what we're looking for in this walk. Now a few wee cues before we head down the slope. I want you to think about sitting your weight into your heels and having a soft knee. And as we come down, we're going to keep the posture nice and tall. And we're not going to lean forward, because if we lean forward, that's going to create some momentum. And that momentum's going to give us a wee bit of a run, and we don't want to do that because we want to take this slope with control. For stability, for safety. Right, with that said, let's head on down. So weight in the heels, slight soft knee. Now we're not going to take this quickly, we're going to take this slowly because we do want to be safe. Breathing, nice deep breaths. Fantastic. Keep going. Now if you're feeling this in the knees, maybe slopes just aren't quite for you yet, and you need to maybe work on hip strengthening, and maybe look at what's going on in your feet, maybe at the ankles, because hills aren't for everybody at every stage of their journey. This is something that you maybe have to work up to, and it absolutely can be done for many people, most people. Excellent. Right, at the bottom of the slope, I'm going to do another U-turn, and I'm going to make my way up the path that I went up just a moment ago, and I'm going to do it with intensity again. And let's do that. Now you can do this as many times as you like. I'm going to do it 3, maybe 4 times, just to get my heart rate up. So now I'm pushing through the toes again. Got that wee heel strike, driving off the toes, keeping my body nice and tall, pulling the crown of the head towards the sky. Heart rate's coming up. Standing nice and tall, I'm working. Heart rate is up, lungs are working harder, muscles in my legs are working. As my leg pushes behind my body, I can feel my glutes engage, I can feel my calves contract as my toes push me up the hill. Oh yeah, well done, good, good. Take a moment again, catch your breath. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's what we're looking for. Take a moment, recover. And recovery, as you get fitter, recovery becomes quicker. Take some practice. Takes doing it a few times. If that's enough for you, then you can pause. You can wait it out, enjoy the view, take time to recover, and I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do another one of these, one down, one up. So as we come down again, sitting into those heels, knees are soft, hold up towards the sky, slowly down. Now if you are taking this in the knees and your knees are not loving it, if you've got a slightest twinge, so yeah, there are things that we can do exercise wise, but if you want to check out some of my pole walks, Nordic walks, some of the guidance over there, those poles really, really do help with taking the pressure off of the knees, off of the lower body in general. Maybe that's something that you want to check out. I can definitely recommend it. Coming to the bottom of this slope, I'm going to again do a big U-turn. Now I always say a big U-turn because if you twist suddenly on one spot, there's a potential there to do injury to your knee, so I always say big U-turn. I'm going to take this slope again, final time up with intensity, get my heart rate up, glutes are on, I'm squeezing them, standing tall, pushing off my toe, here it goes again, heart rate's up. Now I'd say I'm about a 6 or a 7, you might be higher than that. If you're any lower than that, I'd say maybe you need to work a wee bit harder. Let's push yourself, let's go. All the way up to the top. Yeah. There we are. Yeah, I'd say I'm about a 7 now, 6 or a 7. I'm going to take a moment, catch my breath. Have a look out. Over the Clyde, over to Arran. What a fantastic view. Sometimes I think we're guilty of not taking time to appreciate the nature on our doorstep. So it's nice just to take these moments, just to enjoy what we've got. Right, when you're ready, if you're looking down the hill, looking out towards Arran, the pond's down maybe slightly to your right side. I'm going to turn to my right. I'm going to have the pond on my left side, and I'm going to slowly make my way along the top of this wee hill here. Slowly, because we just want to maybe recover from any of the intense feelings that we had as we came up the slope. But also because we are on the top of a hill, so it's good to have a wee bit of control. Take it at a slower pace. The paths do get a wee bit narrow up here. So we're just going to carry on following the trail. And we're just going to you can see where the trail is just like a worn grass path, and it forks off. Now use your judgment here. Take the one that you feel more comfortable taking. There are some that are very much on the slope, not great for ankles. So I'm going to kind of stick to the ones that are slightly towards the top. But you can see there's a network of them, pretty much all heading in the same direction. Excellent, keep going, nice easy pace. Still taking time to catch the breath. And we can take this time to check in with all our cues. The shoulders pulled back and down, arms swinging freely by your sides, back and forth. Thumbs pointed forwards. Crown of the head pulled up towards the sky. And although we're walking slower at this place, at this stage, we are still getting the roll through the foot, so we'll still get the heel strike and the push off the toes. Now I'm heading straight ahead. I've got a factory straight in front of me now, and you can see a big grassy expanse. That's where we're headed. Watching out as you go, lots and lots of rabbits here, lots of wee trip hazards. So another reason to go slow at this section. Make your way through these wee short grassy paths onto the big expanse that you can see. Check the map if you're unsure if you're in the right area. And we're going to go downhill again for the final time today. So I'm standing at the top of the hill. I can see the mini golf area just slightly ahead and to the left of me. The factory slightly ahead and to the right of me. And the pond on my left. So sinking my weight into my heels, softening them in knees, slowly here, lots of wee rabbit scrapes. So this is just about getting down safely. Do check in with your core, do make sure you're standing tall and not leaning forward. If you feel that you're running down this and you can't control your speed, then you maybe just need to sit back into those heels a wee bit more. At the bottom of the slope, there's a wee sort of red blaze path. We're going to join that, go to the left, making our way towards the pond. And we're going to pick up the tarmac path again, at which point we're going to go to the right, heading back towards the car park. So making our way onto the tarmac path, turning right, the pond now on the left. Now as you make your way along this path back to the car park, we're going to keep the intensity around about a 4, much like you did on the beginning of this walk. We can still focus on all the different posture cues, but this is a cool down section. So well done if you manage to do 1 circuit up and down, or if you manage to do 4 or more, well done. I hope you got the intense exercise that you're looking for today, and I hope the cues have helped you get more out of your walk. Let's keep it going at a 4 on that scale of effort. Right, you should be able to see the car park on your left hand side. We're going to round this corner, so at the junction we want to just keep rounding to the left. The tarmac path will become a paved area, so just watch out for this area. A wee bit uneven, a few trip hazards. Car park now directly in front of you. Well done. Slow it down now. Let's slow it down. That's saunter. Congratulating yourself for a job well done. If you want to check out more of these pulse raiser walks, then please do. And you can give us some feedback on what you thought of them. Any comments, anything you feel worked, anything that didn't work, anything you think that I could do a wee bit better next time round. I'm always happy to hear your comments and hear how I can improve for you to make your experience that bit better. If you find today that this was just a wee bit too much for you, and even the regressions didn't quite work for you, then maybe you want to think about doing the improvers walks. They're just kind of somewhere in between the beginner and the pulse raiser, preparing you for the the slightly more advanced sessions. Well, here we are back in the car park. I do appreciate you taking this time out to spend some time with me today and joining me on my walk, and I hope to see you again soon.